Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Lumix Tutorial. I'm Zach. Today we are going to talk about color depth, specifically 10-bit versus 8-bit. We talked about bit before. So what is bit? Bit is color depth. So we have different kind of bit for different kind of camera. Some can record 8-bit, some can record 10-bit, even 12-bit. But the most common one we see will be 8-bit versus 10-bit. So this is the comparison today we're gonna do. So there will be also some differences, of course, between these two. The more famous difference being that 10-bit is only 2-bit more than 8-bit, obviously, but it captures way more color than 8-bit. Let's do the math here. In 8-bit, you are capturing about 16 million colors, so 16 million different shades of RGB. But for 10-bit video, you are capturing close to about 1 billion different shades of RGB. So although the number is just 2 bits in difference, but it has way more color in 10-bit recording. Therefore, the file size on 10-bit will also be significantly larger. Today, we're going to more talk about the post-production, the actual color correcting, color grading using 10-bit versus 8-bit, what kind of advantage you have when you do 10-bit. So the first one obviously will be, like we always say, we want flexibility in post. So 10-bit will always give you more flexibility because it has more data to play with. So on 8-bit, if you do some tweaking on color, let's say you add more contrast on it, let's say you want to pick a specific shades of that color, like let's say you want to pick a specific shades of blue out of the blue sky and you want to do some color correcting on that. And if you go past a certain threshold, all right, it will result in banding, which is these weird lines on the sky. You can see it's not gradient anymore. It just have these very clear layers of colors. That is because 8-bit simply have not enough color data to play with. Therefore, we can do a lot of crazy stuff with 10-bit. You can push it further without it having this banding effect. So that is obviously the advantage on 10-bit color correcting, 10-bit video on color correcting. And this one will also lead to productions like green screen. So we talked about green screen before, where we need 422, and we also need to have the deeper color depth here. So we talk about 10-bit and more superior than 8-bit. So if you're doing green screen keying or any sort of color keying, you want to make sure you have at least 10-bit color to work with. Therefore, we can pick the correct color to work with. So 10-bit will give you more shades of color. Remember what I used to say? More shades of the same color in different level exposure also means that you have improved dynamic range when you record in 10-bit video. So this is something that affect the exposure of the video. When you're doing color correcting, you always want to have more room of flexibility to play with. So there will be a simple walkthrough of 10-bit versus 8-bit video. So camera like the GH5 here can do 10-bit recording on 422, and the GH6 we are recording with right now can do 10-bit 422 in 60 frames per second. And if it's output to external recorder, it can even do 12-bit recording. So that you have it, 10-bit versus 8-bit video. So if you want to know more, just feel free to comment down below, and maybe in the future we'll do more in-depth into color grading, color correcting. So until then, I'm Zach, and see you next time.